A second source for the concept of nituk, a disconnect that comes on account of exogamy, can be seen from Rashi's commentary to the pasuk referred to earlier, Dvarim, Perek 7, pasuk 4. We noted previously that this is the pasuk that follows the Lo Titchatein Bam, that the nation Bnei Israel were not permitted to enter into a marital bond between their children and the children of the Canaanite nations, with pasuk 4 going on to provide us with a reason for these restrictions. Ki, because Yasiret Bincha Miacharai, your children will be turned away from me, to the point that Va'avdo Elohim Achirim, rejecting monotheism in favor of polytheism. Before dealing with the Rashi, it may be useful to pass a critical eye upon the information contained in both pasuk 3 and pasuk 4. In pasuk 3, the text elaborates on the command of Lo Titchatein Bam, that Bitcha Lo Titein Lebeno, your daughter who is Jewish should not be given to the non-Jewish potential son-in-law in marriage. And secondly, Bito, the non-Jewish Canaanite daughter, should not be taken as a life partner for your son. In this case, the son is Jewish and the girl is not. Following on from these two options, the text in pasuk 4 states, Ki Yasir et bincha miacharai. Two people are mentioned in this pasuk. Firstly, Yasir, he will, and secondly, your child. At first glance, it would appear that there is a grammatical problem with the word Yasir, which should have been written in the plural, Yasiru. The reason for this is that it follows the two options mentioned in pasuk 3. First stanza is the non-Jewish male, second stanza is the non-Jewish female. And in both situations, there is the risk that with this union, the non-Jewish partner will cause the Jewish partner to reject monotheism. The fact is that the text is in the singular, he will, which limits the statement of Ki Yasir et Bincha to only one of the two options. While it is possible to link the statement of Ki Yasir et Bincha to the second option, Bito lo tikach livnecha, do not allow your son, Jewish, to marry a non-Jewish partner, because he, the girl's father, the boy's father-in-law, will turn your son away from monotheism. This reading would be somewhat forced. A far more logical approach would be to link the Ki Yasir et Bincha to the first stanza, Bitcha lo titein libeno, and with this the Yasir refers to the non-Jewish son-in-law. There would be a problem with the identity of the Bincha, and while we could possibly apply it in its generic context, your children, and referring to your Jewish daughter now married to a non-Jewish husband, who through marriage would be required to adopt her husband's religion, another option would be to consider the possibility that Bincha refers not to sons or daughter, but rather one's grandchildren. And this is how the pasuk reads, Bitcha lo titein lebeno, do not give your daughter to his non-Jewish son, Ki, because Yasir et Bincha, that non-Jewish son will eventually cause your Bincha, your grandchild, to turn away from monotheism, if only on the account that the head of household in this union is not Jewish. And this might possibly be the reason that Rashi opens his commentary with the words drawn from Gemara Kedushin. The he refers to the Beno Shel Knaani, the non-Jewish son-in-law, and not the reverse, where it would refer to the Jewish son who has married a non-Jewish wife. Rashi then goes on to state that Keshayisa et Bitcha, when this non-Jewish son-in-law marries your Bitcha, your Jewish daughter, Yasir et Bincha shall cause your child, Asher Teled Lo Bitcha, whom your Jewish daughter will eventually give birth to turn Miacharai.